That's the house where I grew up. Over there on the corner. That's where I grew up. We used to play wiffle ball here all the time. In this field. When I was a little boy, there used to be a slide coming down this hill and they took it out.
But what happened to it?
And there used to be a playground right here too and they took it out.
Oh.
They put signs up.
Why?
Go EJ, you're losing the race.
Daddy, what's that ribbon?
Those are ribbons to mark the trail. Because this is a cross-country trail that they use this for.
Did you win the game?
Sometimes. See that baseball field over there? That's where I played baseball every day when I was younger.
How old is you? Same age as me?
I played there from the age of 13 and upward.
Is it raining?
No.
Where are we going, Dad?
I don't think we want to go down here. I never went down here, but there's old abandoned cement trucks down here when I was a little kid. So it might be real dangerous and scary. I don't know if they ever took those out or not.
EJ, wait up!
You won the race.
Wait up!
See, there's some cement trucks over there. Hey, you threw your ring down. I also just threw your ring in the grass. That was called Carbon Field 2. I played there when I was 11 and 12. And this is called Carbon Field 3. This is where I played when I was 13, 14, 15, 16. I used to hit lots of home runs here, you know that?
Did you win the game?
Used to hit lots of home runs to left field.
This is your kid.
Why do they have all these like no trespassing signs here? I was literally on this field every day when I was a kid. .380 to center, about .330 to left. You're going the wrong way. Save. Look at the abandoned bleachers.
Daddy!
Why don't they keep this up?
Daddy, come on.
Is that high school even still open?
Look at these bricks.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. More pins.
When I was a kid, this whole path, it was all like covered in slate stones, like that. It was like dirt. It was a dirt path. Because this whole area was strip mined before I was born. But now it seems like the grass is taken over.
Why?
That was probably... Hey Livy,
What?
this baseball field down here, this is called Carbon Field 1. Or that's what it was called.
These are monkey balls.
This is the field where I grew up playing baseball. First official Little League at-bat at the age of 9 years old. Field's a little different now. Looks like they upgraded it. It's pretty nice. And it looks like they put up a fence.
Monkey balls.
When I played here, there was no fence. It was just kind of like brush out in the outfield. Looks like they turned it into maybe like a high school field. It's 300 to straightaway center. Looks like about 290 down the lines. So I'm gonna take some swings here, try to hit some dingers. I'm also gonna put the drone up, get some footage, probably fly the drone over to my old house. The wind is blowing a little bit in. going to take you on a little flight of my boyhood neighborhood. Right here you can see there's a church. It's called St. Paul. I used to ride my bike around there quite often. We used to have wiffle ball games across the street from my house over there. And my house is right here on the corner. It's on the right hand side. It still looks pretty much the same. The only differences are that there's no longer a basketball hoop in the driveway. They took out a couple of the hemlock trees that used to line the street the whole way to the corner, and they took down the play set in the back. One of my favorite things about this house is that gigantic tree that you see to the left of the house. Right underneath that tree, that was our wiffle ball field. And the outfield fence was out toward the street. So you had to hit the ball as hard as you could and try to get it through all of those branches. And it was like playing pinball sometimes. The wiffle ball would just bounce around in the branches, and you'd kind of have to hope you got lucky. But you can see we had a nice fenced-in yard. Occasionally there'd be some problems because we would lose the wiffle balls if there was foul balls. They would get fouled off into the neighbor's yard, and we'd have to hop the fence and grab them, come back real quick. But it was good memories. It was a good house. It was a good childhood that I had there. One of the coolest parts about this neighborhood and this location is you can see the church right there. There's a lot of room there to go over and ride our bikes and play wiffle ball games, as I mentioned. But behind the church, there is probably around 40 acres of just wide open land that you'll see here in a second. So you see there's some trails here that lead over to what becomes a baseball field. There's 3 baseball fields over here. There's also woods. There's lots of different trails that go through brush. And way off in the distance, you'll see a football field and a high school. It's a private high school called Greensburg Central Catholic. Right here is Carbon Field 3. This is the one that you saw earlier in this video. And behind Carbon Field 3, there's just a lot of brush that has some cross-country trails cutting through it. We used to have bike races where we'd go through and set markers down with our names on them, and we'd have to kind of tear through and go as fast as we could and pick up the markers and end up back at my house. Those were good times. Like I said, I lived there until about age 20. That would take me up until my sophomore year in college, and then my parents built a new house where they still live to this day. Once I graduated college at the age of 22, I got my own place, but I still go back whenever I can just to kind of relive some old memories. Just as a reminder, I'm giving away this $100 Will Middlebrooks Boston Red Sox jersey this week. I will give it away on Wednesday, November 16th. To win it, all you have to do is enter my raffle by simply commenting on my videos this week or retweeting my video links on Twitter. My Twitter's @JabsFamily, or by being the first person to leave a comment. I will put you in the raffle 5 times for that. Good luck.